We get to have a conversation about power. We get to have a conversation about being small, or showing up in your big energy, about giving power away, taking power back. We get to have a conversation about how destructive it is to preach or to embody singular aspects of that. And I mean this in the way that there can be a real wave of provocation to provoke people to be in their power, to really stand in the camp of don't play small. There is a misunderstanding, there is an immaturity to this thought that does not consider the power of smallness. It's interesting because I think of a visual that comes to me very quickly is the power of a virus or bacteria. How tiny, so small. And how potent that smallness is. You can't see it. And how desperately it is desired to be understood, the potency of all aspects of our size. And that there is sort of a clanging drum of power and bigness. And you see that playing out in many forms all over. And you see those who have a desire to have purity of heart, to share with others, to be in their power and to stand big and to take up space. And there is a time, a season, and a reason for every human to go through that opportunity. But there is a even greater potency to be wielded, and it is often preached against, and it is our smallness, our still small voice. You know, the spirit is a still small voice. It's also a tongue of fire. That it exists in sort of paradigm realms and experiences and iterations, and that somatically we get to partner with the spirit. And the spirit is not one thing. The spirit is all things. And I mean like the Holy Spirit, not all the billions and billions of other spiritual options that we have. That the potency of the spirit is based on the potency of the spectrum you can experience and wield, or some call it polarity. How and where you hold space in polarity creates a frequency. The goal here is harmony, is harmonization. And there are those who are in their power trip, big power, taking power. And there is a teaching of that that's so valuable. And there is a teaching of that that throws us way off track. And in balance to that, I'll remind us, I'll help us remember that smallness is a gift. There are times when you need to be the shadow in the room, very small. It's valuable. It's valuable. There is a wielding of frequency, a potency to our ability to fold into, to hold into, to form into any size, any capacity. And that if you are in the beating of one drum, that this is the particular place of freedom and this is the particular place of potency, you're already wrong. That there is a multitude of ways of being, of holding space that are so potent. Silence, beloveds. Silence, potent. I guess you could say you have big silent energy, or you can have like nobody knows you exist silent energy, which is also a good thing to have. Be careful. Be in your greatest potency. For every moment, it's a bit of a new reality. Let's not forget all the moments that we see, that we live in, our history. We're seeing the result of things that have happened all previous to this moment. We're planting seeds for new things to see in the future. We won't see them until we get into the moment where the seed has been planted, watered, the soil has been made and ripe, the sun has come and it comes through. If you're in the garden ever, if you watch nature, please notice the process and notice the value of every aspect of the process. And the gold in the garden is the shift happening in the garden, which comes out of the literal hot steaming piles of shit that's left over. Many particles, many microbiomes, that there's a multitude of things that support creation, and it's a harmonization of those things that is the greatest support to the full maturation of beautiful fruit. May we be delicious fruit. May we not get hung up on the bandwagon of power trips, of bigness and smallness. May we hone in on the potency of our particular vibration, our frequency, and what it desires to show up to be the greatest neutralizer, the greatest reweaver, the greatest mender of this tapestry. And every moment, may we know how to tap into the space we are to hold and stop holding space where others should be. Sometimes when we preach, like, get in your bigness, it's not actually time for you to be in your bigness. You can feel it. And we always know, and we always know, we recalibrate, we return to the place that changes it all. The beginning, right here in the breath. The word, the deed. That's where we are. I love you.